morning and happy Father's Day. This week I am live from Penns Creek. We are up for Father's Day weekend at our family cottage.
Good morning, everybody. We are on the way to the cottage. We got a full car, as
Arlo
usual.
loves the cottage.
Yes. Annie's having video streaming struggles, so she's being a little crabby, but that's all right.
And guys, what do we all say when we're on the way to the cottage?
Cottage bound.
Cottage
bound.
Jonathan's dad purchased this property from his best friend, Dr. Tom, and his wife, Linda. So it's cool that it's a property that has gone from one family that we adore to our own family. In Dad's terms, we're hoping that this will be a legacy property, one that can be passed down through the generations and enjoyed by our family for years to come. We started coming here as newlyweds with not a lot of responsibilities. It's just interesting to see the dynamic and how our visits to the cottage have changed over the years. Obviously now we have children that we are chasing after and keeping safe. But I can honestly say that in all of the years that I've been coming here, I truly appreciate and love this place more and more. My affinity for it has grown all the stronger, and I think that is true as well of everybody that's here this weekend. It's a family tradition of ours that we usually come up the Friday of Father's Day weekend and spend the whole weekend together, and it's a fun way to just get away and unplug and spend time together and laugh around a fire pit, cook over a fire, go for hikes, play in the creek, ride the four-wheeler. We all love it here. We all appreciate it here. Sexy legs right there. I like that view.
Oh, yeah.
When we come up to the cottage, we typically bring all of the dogs along. Dad and Tara have a golden retriever named Oakley. Of course, we have Arlo. And Savannah and Justin have a mix. She's primarily an Australian cattle dog named Remy. It's just cool even to see how free the dogs are up here when they don't have to constantly be kept on a leash, when they are given a little bit more freedom to explore and just kind of test out the waters without such restriction. You can see them come alive. The cottage itself is, to be very honest with you, and I'm sorry, Dad, that I'm saying this, but I think you would agree with it too, it's little more than a glorified shack, really. It's waterproof and, safe from the elements, but it is certainly not anything luxurious. It's essentially 4 walls that keep you dry and occasionally have a working bathroom. Liam just woke up.
Hi.
Yeah.
He's like,
There's a little
smile
for Aunt Whitney.
I need some coffee because I haven't had any yet. Papa's on the breakfast crew.
Trying to get some shots right now. I'll go to the creek.
You going to take some shots? What kind of breakfast morning is this?
Yeah. Not those types of shots.
Clark loves the cottage with a capital L in all caps, perhaps. But saying that he loves the cottage really and truly is an understatement. He lives for the cottage, and he so looks forward to his time here. Pretty much from about the minute he gets here until the minute he leaves, he has the four-wheeler keys in hand, and he is just outside riding the whole time if we let him. He thrives here. It makes us happy and brings us such joy to see that he has a place that isn't too far from home that makes him feel that way and gives him those roots and those connections.
Arlo, are you sleeping in that tent? Say yes, I am. Take up half of the tent. but he's gonna sleep in there.
We've known for a number of years that this current cottage in its present state was not going to be the building that would house our family gatherings and our memories forever. But in the past year or so, Dad and Tara have really made a lot of commitments, have really been doing a lot of crunching and conversation to see if now is the time to demolish our current cottage and get moving with a newer and bigger and more functional build. I know that we have had a lot of goodbyes lately, but this actually is another one for us because this is the last time that we are going to be staying in our old cottage, Lazy Acres, for Father's Day.
To the new cottage!
In a couple of months, this cottage is going to be demolished. It's going to be completely torn down, and we are going to be starting new. What are you going to miss most about this cottage?
The roughness of it, the nitty-gritty type stuff that we have to do every time we come up, and being in the woods, in the rough of it, in the thick of it, and you know, that part of it I'll miss for sure.
I don't know if it's the right word, but like the nostalgia of coming here all these years.
I don't know, probably nothing. I guess.
We're really looking forward to it. We're really excited to see that plan unfold and come to life and see what it holds for our family in the future. What are you looking forward to in the new cottage?
That it will be bigger and it will have bathrooms, and then we would be able to go to the bathroom without having to like go down to other people's bathrooms.
The bathroom working properly.
That's what Annie just said.
I can't.
No, we got the real emotion. We got the raw and the real here. What are you most excited about with the new cottage?
The family enjoying the time here.
See, okay, YouTube, I'm not the only one who cries. And what are you looking forward to most in the new cottage?
Seeing his face.
Good answer. Earlier today, for example, so we have a big group of people here this weekend, and in an old cottage with old plumbing, that really puts the system to the test. And we quickly found that in its current state, it's just we're too hard on the system. We can't use it like we would hope to. So we actually had to trek down the lane to Dr. Tom and Linda's cottage earlier today to be able to use the bathroom. Things like that, when we have a new setup and a new building, they're not gonna be questions any longer.
Things that I learned about tent sleeping this weekend. Air mattresses are cool. Cold weather is not. It was so freezing. Look at how fogged up our thing is.
Annie loves this cottage. She loves the memories here. She loves coming up and picking bouquets of wildflowers. She loves hunting for bugs. She loves to look in the creek and see if she can find any tadpoles or crayfish. She has so many memories here that she really loves the cottage for all that it is, and she doesn't need those bells and whistles, and she doesn't need all of the luxuries that, you know, maybe you would get if you stayed in a hotel. When we told her that we were going to be demolishing the cottage, she was actually sad and tearful and said, I'm gonna miss our cottage. I love our cottage just like it is right now. And I think that's such a telling thing. As adults, I think it's easy for us to lose sight of those simple and basic things that make something wonderful. We're pickier, we're fussier, we tend to find flaws in things, and we find that we need more in the way of modern comforts. But to a child, just getting somewhere new and being in a place that feels like home because it brings back all of those memories, it doesn't matter what it looks like and it doesn't matter what condition it's in. To them, it's magical. And I think that is a lesson for me. Anything can be magical. Anything can be special and wonderful if I choose to allow myself to feel it. we're so very thankful to Dad and Tara for the vision that they have had all along with this property, for all of the finances that they have put into it, all of the time that they've invested into it, and just everything that they're doing to keep this place special and make it even more usable in the future.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
It's no exaggeration to say that things back at home have been very stressful lately. It feels a little heavy and a little emotional when we're at home and packing up. It's physically and emotionally taxing. So even though the timing maybe wasn't 100% ideal for us to get away this weekend and come up here for Father's Day, we knew that not only would it be good for the kids to maintain that sense of normalcy for them and keep them in line with traditions that they have now come to expect, but it would also be good for us to step away and take a deep breath and kind of get our mental focus in a good place before we head back this week and have the final push. We will be going home tomorrow afternoon on Father's Day, and then Monday is going to be all of those last minute things, getting boxed up, and then that's it. Tuesday night, we're going to be sleeping at my sister's house, at Ashley and Kyle's, and then Wednesday's a cleaning day, and Thursday we settle. So we're only days away from saying goodbye to our current home. Getting here this weekend has been exactly the shakeup that we needed. It feels good to get up here and, you know, just have this view. Saw some eagles flying over the creek earlier. We have seen orioles again, which I have become obsessed with since we stayed at the treehouse property, because I discovered orioles there and have found that I really am a bird nerd and I have quite an affinity for them. But it's just been good. The cottage has served us well. It has been such a great place for our family to retreat to all of these years, even in its current state, and I cannot wait to see what this place becomes in the future when it is a little bit more spacious and a little bit more comfortable and a lot more usable. The cottage is not just a place, it's a way of life, and that is what I love so much about it. Hi, buddy. Dad did a lot of work to come in here and clean it up and seal it up so that the rodents could no longer get inside and spend their nights with us. In doing that, he gave us 15 amazing years. 15 years to find out how magical a place can be, even when it looks a little bit run down on the outside and isn't glamorous on the inside. So thank you, Dad, so much for all that you have already done with this property, for turning it into a place that Jonathan and myself and the kids love so much.
It's better at the cottage.
Hi, buddy. Happy Father's Day to all of the dads out there. Thank you for all that you do. Special thank you and a happy Father's Day to Jonathan. You are a dad that puts in the work with your kids and doesn't just get by. Thank you for everything that you do for us, for the hard work that you do for us, for the time that you give us. We're so appreciative. If you did not hear it, Clark was driving the four-wheeler back down the lane here, so I am going to take that interruption as a cue that it is time for me to unplug here, say goodbye, and get back to the relaxing weekend. I hope that each and every one of you, if not already, will find a place in your life that is magical and homey and relaxing and wonderful, just like the cottage is for all of us. So one of our favorite shows right now is that Formula One series, and if you look here, it's down to one lane, so I kind of feel like we're following the safety car right now, and it kind of stinks because this is as fast as I can go. So I feel ya, Formula One guys, I feel ya. Dr. Tom and Linda are driving by right now. They're probably wondering why the crazy person is sitting down here by the cottage.